From this weekend against the Courage, where do you feel your team needs to improve for the second half of the season?
I think we have lots of areas that we can continue to improve in. Obviously, we would like to create even more chances, and working hard on that on the pitch.
Okay. Angel City has new leadership. Does that change preparation much? And how much do rivalry matches like this mean to your team?
Preparation is the same. Of course, we see a team here that change some details to have stayed consistent in a lot of the things they've been doing the whole season, which makes a lot of sense because they haven't changed that much in the roster. It's a competitive team, Angel City, but for us, we always go one game at a time, and we need to continue to do that.
Okay. And last question from Abraham. How has the number of defenders on the team helped the development of this team's style? And how important is the depth in competition for a starting spot?
That's really important to have depth and competition for starting spots. That makes the whole team better. Sometimes the most important player is the 12th, just the player outside the starting 11, because it sets the standard of making the starting 11. Sometimes it's number 21, the player that is outside the rostered players, that sets the standards to be in a match day roster. And I think for that being, I mean, this is where we as a team have seen so many times during the season. We have starters, we have finishers in the game, but we also have the players that are just helping the team prepare, being an option on the bench or just outside the bench, and all play a very, very important part in us trying to get results and performances.
Okay. And then Fernando is working on a story on Hannah right now. So he has a question about how you think she has grown this season.
I think she's developed a lot, Hannah, not only with the ball, but also without the ball. Obviously, playing fullback in this league here in the back four is some of the tougher positions because there are so many speedy wingers in the league, but she really has developed her decision making to play in the back four. Starting position, when to engage into pressure, angles, and so that's been really good to see. And then I think she's been an instrumental part on our right side that has been really exciting at times in our offense, to building connections there with players like Delphine Cascarino, Cansadali, Gia Corley, and she's been a big part in making that work.
That's actually his next question, is what the dynamic of her and Delphine has meant for the attack down the right side this season.
I think a lot. I think you have Hannah is very good with the ball, like a passing player. She sets players up, and I think that suits very well for Delphine. That obviously is a player that can do a lot of things when you create space around her. So you don't necessarily always need to have a player around Delphine. You also need to have a player that understands that the ball can do the work, and you can stay away in a supportive position, in a more passing position. I think Hannah's tactical understanding of that is very good, when to run, when not to run.
And then how has your guys' Swedish connection helped you at all this season?
Sometimes we speak Swedish. That's I think that's, of course, when she plays closer to the sideline, I can speak Swedish to her. It makes this a little bit harder for the opponents to understand what we're trying to say. Uh, I mean, apart from that, I think I know where she comes from in Damallsvenskan. I know her national team very well. So, of course, I think I can have an understanding also of how it is to move from Sweden to here to San Diego, some of the differences, some of the similarities. But I mean, I lived in many places around the world as well, so I think I can hopefully have that connection with more players than only the Swedish.
And then last question, what are you looking forward to accomplish in this weekend's game against Angel City? Is there anything specific coming after the scoreless draw?
I definitely hope we score goals. I hope we keep a clean sheet. I hope we win the game. I hope we work really, really hard as a team. I hope we play exciting football. I know, and I really hope we ignite Snapdragon. We really look forward to playing in front of our supporters again, and let's create something memorable together.
Thank